everybody. I am making some cough drops today. I thought I would take y'all along with me because a lot of people said they wanted to know how to do this, and my plan is to do this live and then to upload it to YouTube, so that way it's there forever and ever and it's easy for you to find it when you need this recipe. But let me just say, I got something black on my stove. Let me just say that I am not a doctor. I don't claim to be a doctor. This is just what we do for our family, and I have researched a lot. If you know anything about my family, you know we try to go a holistic approach when it comes to medicine. Not that we're not believers in medicine, but we like to take a holistic approach first. Plus, with Carson's medical issues, it's just better for us to go holistic first. With that being said, talk to your doctor about this. Do your own research. I'm not your doctor. This is using food that you have in your kitchen, and food is medicine. So I don't care what anybody says, food can be medicine too. That's just my belief that God gave us what we needed and we should use what we have. So I'm gonna hop right in because we have crazy weather here in East Tennessee. In 1 minute it's like blazing hot, the next minute it's kind of yucky, and it's been raining and the pressure has been up and down. So we've got 2 kids with stuffy noses and 1 kid with lovely breathing problems because they're haying and it's that time of year for his stuff to start flaring up. I've already made our elderberry syrup, so if you want to watch how to make that, I have that posted on our YouTube channel. So that is great for immune system boosting and also to help keep the flu away and just keep your symptoms lessened. But these cough drops help relieve coughs. In our experience, it also is all natural ingredients, so it's going to also boost your immune system. So again, I'm not your doctor. Go and look up these ingredients for your own. So I'm gonna hop right in. So you're gonna need a couple of things. You're going to need half a cup, I wrote it down real big so everybody can see, half a cup of honey, 2 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice. You're gonna need 1 teaspoon of ground ginger, and I'm not talking about like the powdered, I'm talking about ginger. So get your ginger, and that is it. You're going to need a thermometer, if I can get it out, of some sort. I got a candy thermometer at Walmart. I think this is like $5. And you're going to need a saucepan, parchment paper, and somewhere to lay your parchment paper out, and a spoon for dipping. So that is all really that you need. And most people have all this stuff in their pantry. Now, you definitely want to use fresh ginger. You definitely want to use a fresh lemon, because when you use powdered, it's different. Some of the nutrients is lost versus powder. And same with the bottled lemon, you lose some of the nutrients. So that's why. Also, use local honey. We go and we get these jars from our local Amish store. This is homegrown, local East Tennessee honey. There's so many benefits to eating local honey. It helps with allergies and all that fun stuff. Honey is good for soothing your throat. Research all that. I'm not going to go into that. Y'all aren't watching this for me to talk about technical stuff. So I'm going to get started. Okay, let me know if y'all have any questions or if you can't see anything. Now I'm going to turn my saucepan on medium-high heat and get that going. I'm going to go ahead and kind of stick this in here so I have it ready to go. This takes no time at all, so half a cup of honey. I'm going to tell y'all a little tidbit. because we're living in a new age right now where things are running out and people are hoarding stuff. So what I would suggest, because sometimes and in the past it has been difficult, like I know last year when the flu got really bad, and honestly I think we already had corona here and everybody was getting sick, nobody could find ginger. I got all of this ginger for real cheap, and I am going to freeze it. So I've already grated this up with my tiny little grater. I'm going to throw that in there. Throw that in there, mix that around. Okay. And then I need 2 tablespoons. I may have to squeeze another lemon. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm going to probably have to. There you go. If you see my thing smoking, it's because, oh yes, perfect. It's because I spilled something on there and I have yet to clean it up. I'm trying to do 10 things at once, and Jason always says, you do too much at once. I'm like, yeah, I do. I know. I'll clean it up after this in case I make any mess. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just stir this up and get it to 300 degrees. So I'm going to just stick my little thermometer in there, and right now it's almost, I would say it's probably 115 right now. 115. Yeah. So I'm going to just go ahead and let that sit for a minute. I got to get it to 300. If I don't get it to 300, it is not going to harden like I want it to. It's just going to be a mess. We're using a candy thermometer for a reason, because we want it to get up to a temperature of like candy-like consistency. So while that's going on, I'm going to clean up my mess and prep my area where I'm going to be doing these, dropping these over into it. Also, these will stick together. So you can do one of 2 things. You can either individually wrap them in parchment paper. That works. It's time consuming. I don't have that kind of time. So I'm going to dunk these in powdered sugar, so that way they don't stick together. And even then, I still sometimes will put, like the really, really sticky ones, I'll put a piece of parchment in between them, so that way they don't stick. And I put these in an airtight container. I have a little container that I stick them in. I've even put these in mason jars before. I've left them out on the counter. But I personally put them in airtight containers, and I leave them out on the counter. And we just pop them in as needed. So if someone's coughing or got a sore throat, we just pop them in. Now, these are kid safe, but I will tell you, if you get some bigger chunks of ginger in there, it can be a little spicy to kids. So the finer you grate that ginger, the better it's going to be for smaller kids. Again, this is just honey, lemon, and ginger. And that's it. So I'm gonna prep my area real quick. And it will start to kind of bubble up a little bit. We're almost at 200. If it starts to boil up, just take it off the heat so it'll subside, because you don't want this to boil over and get everywhere, because trying to get really hot honey that's almost a consistency of candy off your stove is a nightmare. Trust me, I've done it. So. Take it off the heat.
Mom,
Yeah, baby.
what are you doing?
I'm making the cough drops. You know the honey cough drops y'all like? This is the part I was telling you about, how it will boil up and you have to watch it, otherwise it will boil over. And all you gotta do is just lift it up off the heat and will settle. Now obviously if you have a huge pot, you could do this, but I don't want to dirty up a huge pot for just this. We're at 300. All right. Woo! It's hot. Okay. Now here comes the fun part. So I've got my parchment paper. I've got my 300-degree honey, lemon, and ginger. All I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna run my spoon around the edge because it will start to stick and harden. And this is where you gotta work fast. And you're just gonna drop it. However big you want it. Once they start cooling, you can just pop them up. And then what I'll do, tilt y'all up. Sorry guys. So what I'll do is once they are done and they're cooled off, I'll take a small like little bowl and put some powdered sugar in it, and I'll just, hey bud, and I'll just stick one in at a time and just kind of lightly coat them. And then I'll put them in, like, I have this little container thing that has like a flip lid. You know where it went, Katie? I could find it. Oh well, I might put it in one of these. But I had like an airtight thing that you crank down and it sucks all the air out. So you'll just dust them in powdered sugar to keep them from sticking. But if you don't want to do powdered sugar, you can cut little individual pieces of parchment paper and like sandwich them together, or you can be fancy and you can twist them, whatever, you know. You can do this. I've done this before where I've gotten popsicle sticks in the bakery section at Walmart, and I have done these in popsicle, like a lollipop form, where I laid down the stick and then I poured these over the stick. This is how we make our cough drops. And again, I'm not a doctor, I'm not your doctor. Talk to your doctor before you do this. But this is made with whole foods, all natural foods, and do the research yourself on the benefits of ginger, fresh lemon, and local honey, and see the benefits for those for coughs, cold, flu, and immune system boosting. And like I said, right now is the time where everybody's trying to boost up their immune system. So I wanted to get this out so everybody could go ahead and make some and be prepared for when that happens. I hope y'all all have a great afternoon and y'all stay well. Bye y'all.